Hello there, YouTubers. Got a little bit of snow last night, far from the 15 inches that they were talking about. The ground was so warm that it's melting from underneath up. So this is a sloppy mess. This is kind of an unscripted, oh well, all my movies are unscripted, I guess. I don't have a teleprompter or any of that kind of stuff, so it's just kind of a make a movie by the seat of the pants. This is kind of what I do now that the boiler's fired up. I don't know if you can see the heat waves coming off that or not. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Fired the boiler up the other day after I had to you really can't even see the heat coming off of it. Had to do some maintenance to it. The thing's quite a few years old and it just needed some TLC. Still needs cleaning. It's real dirty right now. In fact, it just went off. I'll go back up there. It just went off. When it goes off, it goes to steam. But this has got to come out. Couple things to hit out to Back 40 Woodhound Firewood guy. He just emailed me. Thanks. You might want to think for some of your piles. This greenhouse plastic, it's 6 mil and it works real good. This is how I put it over my wood here, and then as soon as the snow or rain's off, I'll just put it up under those little things. And this is how I cover up my emergency wood. If it gets too sloppy where I can't move around, there's a bit of wood there. The stuff is real durable. I think it might be more expensive than one of those old gray tarps, but I think it'll outlast. This plastic here has been here for 5-6 years. I got no idea. It's been there so long. Here's the old wood boiler. Like I said, I fired it up. I do a cleaning underneath that insulation. That's my air intake, and you got to open it up every year and clean it out. But it was a little crowded up. Here, see, I can get to my wood, my other stack of wood, and that kind of stuff. This thing's gone to idle now. So it's just idling, so steam's going up. She's running at 192 degrees. There's the pumps, stuff like that. Outgoing temperatures, ingoing temperatures. There's other movies of this in other videos. Woo! They always smoke when you open them up. It's starting to turn white inside, so I know it's burning pretty good. There's 3 logs in there I put in there around 10 o'clock this morning. In the daytime, I feed it as light as I can. Oops, kind of making, and wood in here for just backup emergency wood. Look at the smoke that just let out. When I built that boiler, I should have put a bypass on the stack, so I wouldn't have gotten that. We'll start up the Kubota here. I'm trying to get out before all the pretty gets off the trees. Kind of raining there. Oh, I gotta go out and check the wood. I'll go out and check the wood in a minute. Look at this smoke roll. That thing does like to smoke. I'm glad I have it outside. If I had I could have done something different, but that thing was made so many years ago. It's worked so well. I kind of don't want to change anything. So start the Kubota up, put your ears on. guess I'm not going in there because I didn't bring a shovel out to shovel the snow, but I'll check the wood weight a little later. They said we were going to get about 15 inches of snow, which we didn't get, but what we did get is the freezing rain. So I really wasn't planning on that. I wasn't thinking, or I was thinking, I wasn't really too worried about it. But I'll turn this off while I talk. We went out and fed the boiler last night around 10:15, and it was just blowing, and it was just nasty as can be, and I didn't think about it, the electric going out. So I climbed into bed early, which early to me was a quarter to 12. Quarter after 12, the power went out. So I'm sitting there going, oh man, I didn't think about this, because when I went out, all the ice storm and stuff was coming on. I said, I better bring the generator up. And I really wasn't prepared to bring the generator up, because number one, we thought we were only going to get snow. Number two, 2 weeks ago, the tree guys were out cutting all the limbs on the road to do their 5-year whatever they do. You know, I asked the guy, he says, oh, we come through here every 5 years to do the tree trim so it won't hit the electrical wires. Even though this house has got underground wiring out in the street, it's above ground. But anyhow, had to bring the old generator up and run it. When you're getting generators, I don't know if you think about it. I went, well, this unit here, bought it surplus. It's got a real small diesel engine in it, runs the whole house. Pretty much the whole house. I mean, if you sit down there and put the oven on, then put this on, then put that on, I think this is only about a 10, maybe 12 kW. But if you don't go hog wild on all your electric uses, it only consumes about a half a gallon an hour. So it's very economical. Like I said, it's a real small 4-cylinder diesel engine, smooth running. It's got about I think it's a 120 gallon belly tank underneath there. Right good sized belly tank. And it's a nice big unit. Bought it surplus. And here's all the controls. It's got a lot of insulation in it where it hadn't fallen off. So this thing's quiet as a mouse, which is one thing that I like about it. I have to look at the fuel tank, see how much fuel I used. It's got a onboard charger and all that kind of stuff. It's a really nice setup machine, and like I said, with 240 gallons or 220 gallons, it's got 240 basic hours that it can run without having to be refueled. I like the diesel over the gas for a lot of reasons. Number one, I have a tank of diesel here, and generally I'll fill this up with diesel and then run all year and exercise it every week. And then in the spring I'll suck the diesel out of it to put in my equipment and only run about 1/8 of a tank in this thing just for exercising purposes, keeping my other diesel tanks full, and then put fresh diesel in it in the fall when I fill everything up. So I got fresh diesel in this thing every year. This thing, like I said, it's quiet now. It's kind of hard to see, but I could fall asleep. The house, the garage is 24, then there's a 16 by 30 foot rec room there, and then the main part of the house is 38 by 36, and then there's the dining room off the far end on the other side of that screened-in porch, which is, the dining room is 20 by 16. So the house is like, I don't know, 90 some feet long. So, and our master bedroom is on the far side of the house, so you know, there wasn't any noise. You could sleep. But I wanted to get out here. I hope that you guys can see all those sparkles on the trees before it comes off. It's just, can you, maybe I don't know if I can zoom out there. You just, I mean, everybody's seen that stuff before. The sparkles on the trees. It's just really pretty. This thing's already up to 10 minutes. I've done enough. I'm working on another one. Maybe I'll do another one this afternoon on different stuff. Anyway, we'll see you later.